I've been in Cali the whole time, 14 consecutive years. California has really been my biggest secret. Because I was trying to pull together, once I started stand-up, I was trying to get it all together, and I started out doing white comedy, and I didn't do any black rooms. I started off with Jeff Foxworthy and Richard Jenny and a guy named Dan Whitney, who later became Larry the Cable Guy. And
really?
I only had 5 minutes, and they took me everywhere and trained me and showed me things. And then I moved to Sacramento to make sure I had it, and then I went to Oakland to make, because I had never done black audiences. And I went to Oakland to figure out, can I reach a black audience the way I'm doing?
Well, how did you get in with them to create this comedy thing? You know, that's what I'm saying. How did that take place?
Okay, so the first time I did it, it was just an accident. I was in a place called Ruskin, Florida, and I met this girl, and her family had this flower empire where they raised all the roses that people be selling, and so they sold it in the city on the corners. And I was like, well, how much are they making a day? And she was like, well, not that much, like they make like $280 a day. And I was like, $280 a day selling flowers? Oh no, if you make it $300, I can make $6. So they gave me some corners. All right, so now I'm at a young age and I'm out there and I got cash in my pocket. So it's almost like I'm a street dude because I got the street dude's money and I don't have no curfew. So I must be grown. I'm short, but I got a mustache and I'm not short because I ain't grown. So anyway, I go out with my friends. We go into a club. I'm thinking it's a little hole in the wall club. I'm not going to have no problem. I've been to clubs before. We get to the line, they IDing everybody. Then I see people go past me and they go to the door and they go, I'm a comedian, and they let them in. So I went to the door, I said, I'm a comedian, they let me in. I'm thinking when I get in, I can melt in the crowd. When I get in there, wow, it's a little hole in the wall and they tell me, you number 5. And I say, what do that mean? They say, you number 5, you got 5 minutes. You'll see 4 people go up, you're number 5, you got 5 minutes. I said, okay, then what? They said, and if you're the funniest, you get $25. I was like, you would pay me $25 to talk for 5 minutes? And I didn't have the money for the door? Okay, excellent. So I did a joke for 5 minutes about being the only black dude in an all-white city. And I won $25. I didn't do comedy again for 7 years because I didn't know that was a real job. I thought that was something that had just happened at a club, like they was doing a promotion or something. I didn't know that Richard Pryor and all them people was getting paid the whole time. I just didn't know that. I didn't understand. I was from Ohio. I had left. I knew other things. I didn't know that. I knew science answers. I didn't know that part of the world. So now, the next time I did comedy, I did it at a competition in Oklahoma where I had those 5 girls at, and I went to that competition, and the competition was $150 that you will win, and they said that they would let you do 5 minutes with these comedians, and I won it in Oklahoma City at a all-brick comedy club called Crackers. Which is funny, Crackers in Oklahoma, and I was there. I love Oklahoma, shout out. And so that's when and they put me on tour and gave me 5 minutes, and it took me everywhere, and I didn't know no better. And so that was the start of my comedy career. And so my job has been to tell people the least amount about my personal life, so they don't know nothing about me. And let's see how rich and famous I can get before I even tell you anything, because I don't know you that. I don't believe you really like me. So why should you really get to know me?
So doing all of this Hollywood things, and by you being, reservation, standing on your own, I mean, how they taking you in Hollywood? I mean, do you care?
Yeah, just fine. I'm saying, there's some people that I wish had done better, but I'm saying I don't have everybody. All of Black Hollywood is working as hard as they possibly can, and that's the honest truth. And it is what it is. Katt Williams, K-A-T-T, Williams, W-I-L-L-I-A-M-S. If you are in the comedy and/or / entertainment lane, I am your king whether you acknowledge it or not. Now, just because I've been in exile for a while does not mean that things have changed. So now, I know that you think that you're allowed to do whatever you do, and you can sell the lifestyle that you watch me live, and you can put that on television. But some things cannot be shown. Some things cannot be sold. Some things are real and cannot be tampered with. And if that's what you are, then I salute you over the airwaves, for you are us. On the other hand, the majority of you listening, you should do better. And that's how you know there's a real God, because you could be an awful person yesterday and not be an awful person tomorrow. That's a fact. It's a fact. And only you, whatever you did yesterday that was terrible, just try not doing that. Because Bishop Magic Don Juan actually showed us that in a way that was so out there that people don't even acknowledge the fact that it happened. That you watch somebody do something that you said was the worst person in the world, that this would have to be a monster to be doing what this person is doing, and that person said, hey, and by the way, I serve nothing but God. And then continued living. Now, hey, you can acknowledge what you want to acknowledge, or you can try to figure out why Jesus wouldn't hang with nobody in the synagogue, why he wasn't with none of it, why he was out with the people he wasn't supposed to be with, doing what he wasn't supposed to be doing. Why though?
Because he wanted to be around realness.
Real transfers everything.
That's right.
So if you real, then you can meet somebody real in Kenya and have a real dialogue. And if you real, you can go to Sweden and have a real conversation with a white person from Sweden. Because both of y'all are real. That's the connector, is that there ain't a bunch of gods, it's just one. And so now, if you can just keep that in mind, then the money is an afterthought. It has to come. The girls have to come. Certain things have to come. But now, if you've already sold yourself before you get to that, then shame on you.